Hello and welcome back to No Man's Sky. And the brand new expedition, Breach. We're going to be starting this today and we're going to be trying to work our way through phase 1. So, I'm going in blind. I have no idea what this expedition is about or how even it plays out, but we're going to do our best. First up, let's get ourselves into the anomaly and prep for our new mission. Yes, the Animus of Madness here, docked, and this is where it will stay. As of course we go into an expedition, we leave everything behind, apart from a few bits and bobs that we take with us. So here we go, we're going to go up to the console here, the Expedition Terminus. And Expedition 20, Breach. 3 weeks remaining. Start an expedition to go on a journey alongside the whole community. The exclusive phase rewards earned on expeditions are available to all saves. Sign up for Expedition 20. Join the community as you sail through the stars, confronting the awe and the horror of deep space. Select our equipment. Now, I've brought along a few things. The aeration membrane, an upgrade for the aeration membrane. A few scanner upgrades that basically just give me a lot of money whenever I scan things. The advanced mining laser and the personal refiner. And cargo-wise, well, let's see. We've got some wiring looms, which I always seem to need when I start these things. Some repair kits, which help us just repair things. An Atlas pass, some processors. I don't think I will need projectile ammunition, to be honest. And the metal plating is easy to get as well from ferrite dust, so we won't need that. But that's it. That's all I'm going to take. I'm not going to take anything crazy. Apart from the scanner upgrades, they're a bit crazy, but everything else is just to try and speed up some of the practicalities, I suppose. Here we go. Let's start the expedition. As always, it dumps you on a random world. So, good luck me. Here we go. Wait, am I in space? Or is that another planet that's really close? I think that's another planet.
Kinetic system online.
Do you know what? It actually doesn't look too bad here. We've got some plant life. It doesn't look too hot or too cold, maybe. A bit toxic. I suspect there's going to be no oxygen. And if I had to guess, probably too cold. Back to a C-class multi-tool. This is going to take some getting used to, I tell you. Alright, planet 84G2, first contact. And we have thermal. And a very twitchy leg, apparently. Alright. So, join the community as we sail through the blah 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 blah. View progress in the blah 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 blah. And all bases are discovered, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like ours. Do we have a starship? Is that our starship over there? Got a few other travelers along here with us. We're going to need some oxygen. Ferrite, not ferrite. Well, yeah, we're going to need ferrite as well. We're going to need some of this yellow stuff here. Oh, big old lag spike as the game just tries to cope with everything going on. First step, survival. Oxygen-rich plants. Sodium-rich plants. Use melee and jump at the same time, and we can do those fun little jumps. We are going to need some of this dehydrogen stuff, so we may as well just get that. And we're going to need some ferrite as well. We can start scanning these little rocks. We've got nothing for them, but they contain dehydrogen and ferrite dust, so that's good. Oh, and these ones are scannables as well. Lovely. Oxygen and ferrite dust. Alright, sweet. We should be good then. Let's have a little quick look at our gear here. We've got a decent amount of equipment slots on our exosuit, and yeah, C-class multi-tool, standard mining beam, and bolt caster. Okay, this is what I thought. This is why I bought the advanced mining laser. Okay. So. Oh, hey. Yeah, okay, so that's someone else's starship. Where's my bloody starship? I don't even know where my starship is. Where's my starship? Do I even have a starship? Your starship. Hey. There it is. Well, is this one with floating islands? Look at that up there, or is that like somebody's just hovering? That looks like a floating island to me. Everybody's here. Yeah. Sometimes running these things in single player is it's a good option. It gets very crowded around here. Alright, so the usual affair of just shoot everything and gather resources. What we do need is ferrite dust. And I don't know why that one was invulnerable, but there we go. We'll move on. Alright, my starship seems to be parked inside this hab. And it's this green. How am I supposed to get in there? The frozen uracat. There we go. Alright, pure ferrite. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, it puts me up here. At least I can get in and out. Just about. That's quite funny. Whoa, look at these things. They're little flying jellyfish. These things are crazy. Alright, let's see. So the Starship is giving us some stable launch thrusters to hydrogel and a repair kit. So we could actually use the repair kit to just repair our launch thrusters. The pulse engine needs a hermetic seal and some plate. So plate is easy enough. We just do that. We can do a couple of plate. We need to do more ferrite dust. First Korvax word. Norogo, 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 Nuti, Nuti, Nuti. Yeah, this will be the word for Korvax. Accept knowledge. Lovely. You know, of all the planets that I've landed on during an expedition, this has to be one of the most pleasant. I'm gonna say, it's not trying to kill me immediately, which is nice. Okay, so launch thruster. I thought we could use a repair kit on this one. Oh yeah, we can. Apply repair kit. Bingo. And we just need some plates and hermetic seal. Hermetic seal. There we go. We could make it anyway. Bingo. There we go. We are repaired. Sweet. Okay, well, let's have a look. What is this expedition all about? New phase. Awaken. Starship fuel. Personal refining unit. I didn't need to bring it with me. They've just given you one. Well, that's lovely. Personal refiner unit, then. We'll chuck that in there. I'll put this life support in the overcharge and the jetpack in the overcharge. Wait, no, the shield in the overcharge. There we go. That's better. All right, what else we got here? So leave the planet, easy. Warp to a new system, easy. Rendezvous the first rendezvous. Okay, that's normal. Acquire a debris rangefinder and assemble a Corvette-class starship. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. This is phase 1. The first half of phase 1, super easy. The second half, a little bit of a mystery, but I'm assuming the rewards for these ones give us the range debris finder. There it is, indeed. And this one probably gives us a Corvette basic module pass pack. It does, indeed. All right, so we're going to be building a Frankenstein monster of a Corvette again in this one. Great. Let's press on. First up. Airborne. Let's go. Welcome to the stars. That should be a milestone complete. There it is. And that is base computer plans and hyperdrive plans. Superb. My chromatic metal and a microprocessors. Microprocessors I know are brought with me. The chromatic metal I did not. But that's okay. With the personal refining unit, we just need to find some copper. So this planet we just left actually doesn't have copper on it. But this one also doesn't have copper on it. How strange. Okie dokie. None of these planets have copper. So how am I going to get chromatic metal? Well, let's get to the space station, and we can also bring in the anomaly here as well, can't we? The space station looks battered. Oh, are we in a... We're in an outlaw sector. Holy crap. No wonder things look a little bit weird around here. Look at this. This station reminds me of the first stations in the game, where you had to go up and around to the left and the right. This is a... Oh my gosh. This station is... Well, I don't want to use the term, but around here, we call that buggered, mate. We call that completely buggered. Multi-tool upgrade station. Augment technology. Install slot, new purchase new slot, 500 units, don't have it. Okay. It says locked door, but it is not locked. Navigation data. Microprocessor there. What's on the other side then? I mean, this station is completely bizarre. I mean, forgive me because I'm not overly familiar with how No Man's Sky is now, if you know what I mean. Here we go, buy and sell goods. Right, chromatic metal, please. I mean, it's a tall order. I don't think they're going to have it here, to be honest, but yes, they do. Oh, yeah. Okay. How much money have I got? Not a lot, 4,500. I'm going to have to break the bank just getting chromatic metal, I think. It is going to break me. 35 chromatic metal. But I can sell... Nothing. I have nothing to sell. Oxygen. Connection loss. Sell 115 for 3 grand. Okay. Well, I don't need oxygen. It's a myth. It was a myth that I need oxygen. I probably do need oxygen. I'll see what I can do with the chromatic metal that I've got here. I need 125 and 5 processors for the warp drive. So there is another option though. Maybe, possibly. There's another option in order to achieve the leave the system. As in perhaps we can use the station terminus to warp to breach. Ollie-dee-dee-dee-dee. Does this count? Does this count on the expedition as, you know, warp out of the system? If it does, I believe the reward for doing it is a warp drive, which is hilarious. I don't think it does count. Also, isn't this the same planet that we were just on? Shut up, is it? Nutsum 84GG. Son of a bitch. We just warped to the same base. Oh no, I didn't look at the planet name. I'm a spoon. Alright, so the good news is I've managed to craft enough circuit boards from scraping the rocks off the ground here, like these guys. Get enough chromatic metal that I have now repaired my hyperdrive. It is now repaired. Then you need a bunch more to make antimatter, and then you can make a warp cell. So, good news, I now have a hyperdrive and a warp cell. Exciting. Let's get out of here. I'm done scratching for resources off the ground. But it did work. Coming to this moon, I found chromatic metal in the rocks. And that was enough to get me out of here. I figured, well, I could go back to the space station and buy the last of that chromatic metal that was available, but I don't think it would have been enough. And then I would have had to come back here anyway. In the time it would have taken me to go there, get what I could, come back. Well, I could have probably just carried on getting the metal from the ground, you know what I mean? Anyway, so let's see, expedition route. We got to go here. So let's go. And that is another part of the milestone complete. I think that gets us a warp drive, and a nice one, you know? Look at that activated copper in there. Brilliant. Between the stars, went to light speed. Now getting chromatic metal won't be a problem. Now that we don't need it, of course. So that is phase 1. Between the stars. That gets us a prepackaged Atlantid drive unit. Sweet. We're going to store that straight away. We'll put that next to our hyperdrive in a second. Let me just think about this a second, because we've got a supercharged slot here. So I might put the photon cannon in that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Let's remove some of this around. But the Atlantid drive allows us to pass through dissonant space, which sounds important. It does sound important. Okay, good. The next is reach the first rendezvous, which I think is just the next jump along. Yep, 2 jumps, sorry. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Okay, well, I think I can reload it with that hyperdrive core that I've got there. But I suspect we're going to need... Well, I don't know if we're going to need that hyper core for something else. But we're going to need copper and chromatic metal anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and land on the low atmosphere planet down there, called Far, and mine some copper. Get me a bunch of chromatic metal in stock. I think we're going to need it. We certainly are if we're going to keep creating warp fuel. There we go. I found a nice base to land at as well, which means we save on launch fuel. Oh, this place looks like it's seen better days, huh? Alright, rusted metal deposits, rusted metal, cobalt. Copper. Bingo. This is a tiny copper node. It'll have to do. So let's check that copper in here, and that'll net us 80 chromatic metal. Not a great deal. Should find another deposit or two, I think. Another small copper deposit. Okay, I think that'll have to do. I love the low atmosphere. Basically fly. It's fly. Lovely. So I got 2 warp cells now. There we go. Which takes us up to 55%. So I think we should be good to get to the first rendezvous now. Let's go. But that also reminds me, can I now bring in the anomaly? Yeah, there we go, because we've done our first warp. Let's go get our stuff. And to be honest, now that I don't need that money, really, I might just convert all the eggs into nanites. They're more valuable as nanites. Money, I can now get money so easily just from the scanner modules that I've got. Bingo, there we go. It's interesting that I can bring my Corvette over, and I wonder if that will count as building a Corvette. I don't think it will. Just like using the teleporter earlier didn't count as going for warps. Wait, what? How have I got Starship AI valves worth 192 million? Where did I get that from? What? I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just a little confused. There we go, then I'm installing all of the extra bits and bobs that we need. The terrain manipulator is supercharged, which is stupid. We should put not the scanner, but the mining laser should be supercharged. Yeah, we actually don't need the personal miner, do we? We were given one as the first reward, so I'll put that back. What is this freaking music, dude? It's crazy. I can't put it back. Son of a bitch. Okay. Alright, so those eggs gave me 1,200 nanites. I've got all this rusted metal to get through. Got a geode. Magnetized ferrite, nice. Okay. Let's get ourselves to our first rendezvous. Here we go. Rendezvous 1. Weirdly, seems to be underground. I'm a little confused. The hell are we doing here?
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, lovely.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Oh, I see. Right. It's probably up there. Do you know what? Screw this. It is a building. I did this before on the other expedition where you had to find these kind of abandoned bases and such. It's up there. Then just look for the base. There it is, look. And I know that costs launch fuel to do that, but I don't care. Right, it's just launch fuel. What do you want? Whispering eggs, somebody dug a hole? That is a very specific hole. It's like a grave. Okay, hello. Alright, reached the first rendezvous done. Thank you. Deserted terminal. Oh yeah, I've got to clear the goop out. Goop, de-goop. Returning user identified, terminal now active, unlocking data log continuation for analysis. They glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds, a vast and baleful eye, unblinking, a monstrous fear turned my blood. The blood into my veins, it's ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I have cleaned my filters 6 times now, but I still feel it inside me. Analyze. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid my journey. Nanites. Yay. I mean, nanites are great. Love me some nanites. Loot. Everything. More nanites. Stuff and things. Okay. That doesn't really yield any kind of info or clue as to why we're here or what we're doing, but it does mean we get a reward, and that means we get, let's do tech. There we go. Oh, that is a lot of exosuit upgrades, and there we go. The debris rangefinder, which is a deep space salvage locator, single-use device for locating the wreckage of starships and deep space. Select the rangefinder and scan for debris. E. Solar mirror, quantum computer, and metal plating. Damn it, I have them back in my main save. Okay. And crafted component plans received. Sweet. Okay. Thank you. So I'm guessing that is a... There it is. Can we pin that, please? Yeah. Gather or find gold. Mine gold from asteroids. Okie dokie. I learned the word geck. Alright, sweet. We get some more nanites out of these things, so we may as well, right? I wonder if they'll attack the other. Just piss everyone off by mining eggs. Don't mind me. I see, you guys are rubbish at guarding your eggs. Have you ever tried getting good? I don't know, it's what my chat tells me to do all the time. It worked really well for me. One of those lava cores just fell through the ground. Anyway. Oh, extreme toxicity. That actually hurt me. Okay, there we go. Bye. Oh, there's more. More eggs. More nanites. I mean, they get you like 1,000 nanites per nest, so I feel like it's worth it. Missed me. Now you gotta miss me some more. Ah, some of these eggs are just, they're ridiculous. They fall through the ground so quickly.
Falling.
Good luck. Sorry to be, you know, that guy.
Protection.
Bye! Okie dokie, let's see. We need to gather gold. 40 golds. Hello, asteroid fields. Do you have some gold for me? Silver? Ah. Try again. Analyze the gold nuggets, and that gets us, oh yeah, plenty of gold. What's next? Craft the solar mirror. Alright, you got it. Solar mirror crafted. What's next? Craft antimatter. Okay, I think we should be able to manage... Damn it, with the chromatic metal. Really? Yeah. It's the chromatic metal again. Okay. Fine. Where's the space station? Let's see if we can buy some. Man, all these space stations are super bad. They're all this format, huh? Okay. Goody. Yeah, they're not selling chromatic metal here. They're selling copper, though. But 121 of it. 221 copper.
Product received.
Anybody bother actually searching these little rooms inside this space station? Yeah, should. There's circuit boards, ammo, basic stuff as well, but some valuable things. Not bad. Alright, antimatter. Oh yeah, I got to take it out of the... There we go. Antimatter. Done. Craft a quantum computer. Done. Gather ferrite dust. Done. Craft metal plates. Done. Craft debris rangefinder. Done. Lovely. Okay, well I got a debris rangefinder, but it's not giving me the reward for it. Ah, there we go. Just move it slightly to the left and it's fine. Okay, that one gets me... Corvette Basic Modules Pack. There we go. Design and assemble a Corvette Starship. Purchase basic module from the Corvette Workshop. Okie dokie then. It would appear that I'm not the only one here to build a Starship. In fact, every bay along here seems to be occupied. Create a new Corvette. Here we go then. Landing gear. Thunderbird class tab. Thunderbird cockpit. Titan sublight engines. The photon cannons. And the Medusa class. And there we go. Oh, we can add another landing gear to it if we wanted to. And there's got to be a landing bay. There it is. Alright. That is all she wrote. I believe all we can have. Yep. Alright. From basic bitch Corvette. Wow. Bingo! Designing Corvette class Starship. There she is. We can add the mission screen in there. We need 40 gold. Okay. I left the gold on my other Starship. Right, one swapping of things later, and... Mission radar. There we go. Should probably see if we can get, like, storage. Oh, yeah, down here. 3 metal thingy-majigs. Cargo rack. Here we go. Bingo. Okay, so there we go. Door to the stars done. Powerful frost protection upgrades and a refiner unit. The refiner unit, I'm guessing, goes here. Bingo. There we go. And thermal protection can go here. We're getting a lot of thermal protection. It's slightly concerning, isn't it? You're going to need this. Okay. It's like, oh God, what's going to happen? What's next? The final one is search for the wreckage of a lost Corvette. All right, let's see if we can do that. Let's get out in space. Doors closed, please. Mind the doors. Mind the doors. Constantly running this portable refiner. Okie dokie. Alright, so how do we use this thing then? We just scan for debris. Activate the pulse drive. Sweeping for wreck sites. Generating wavelength. Slow down to examine the object. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Dude. What do we got here? We have the EVA. What the hell? What the? What the fudge? Oh, this is great. No. Okay, that was fun. Not really. Okay, the Fireship Arcadia. So I can't like land or dock. I have to EVA, but if I EVA, everything goes bananas. Okay, this time, search the wreckage for log fragments, salvageable items, use the scanner. Alright, what we got here then? Alright, we got bits from that, didn't we? Alright, so we're getting some really basic sort of parts from this, though. And it doesn't seem like we can go in there, because all the hab modules and stuff are all blocked off. Like, I see a thruster array here, but... that appears to be it. There's nothing more I can do here. Oh! Doing that thing again. Right, I see the log file now. It's actually come up now. But if it keeps, like, just ejecting me from the area, this is going to make it really difficult. Oh, there it is, look. Bingo. Log of the fire ship Arcadia. Captain founder on the last walkout says it will bring us luck. We'll need it. Cruise has been a waste so far. All the asteroids, just dust and ice. Nonsense, but better than nothing. Okay. That's milestone complete. Let's get out of here before it freaks out again and starts just glitching me all over the place. Expedition Phase 1 complete. Collect rewards. Advanced mining laser plans, which we kind of brought with us. Pre-packaged Aquajets unit. Nice. Love that. Alright. Already got them. Oh, so these are the Aquajets, so this allows us to land on water. Very nice. This thing isn't very valuable, but I don't know what to do with it. I guess we'll find out. So, Phase 1 reward is a Sirens of the Stars poster, Eternal Serpent poster, and Event Horizon poster. So, something nice to take home. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Phase 1 of the brand new Breach Expedition in No Man's Sky. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one, where we tackle Phase 2, which is reach the second rendezvous, relocate the time-lost wreck of the fire ship Arcadia, we mine the 20 asteroids, deploy a submarine, reach ocean depths, collect sea glass, and record an underwater creature over 10 kilograms. Alright, so all about the ocean. That should be a good one, because that is completely, all massively new to me. I've never been in a submarine in the ocean before in this game, so let's go. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. Thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.